Town bar with a troubled past has another bullseye on it from neighbors and now City Hall. This afternoon, the City Council voted to hold a hearing next week to determine if the liquor license for Crush Ultra Lounge should be canceled. The law department pointed to 16 incidents in the last year where Omaha police had to be called to the business. The reasons? Assaults to open containers, even a shooting.
The disturbances that have taken place when it was the Throwback Lounge and now the Crush Ultra Lounge. We all want businesses to succeed, but it appears to me very clearly that the pattern of behavior has not been corrected, it's worsened.
The hearing will be next Tuesday afternoon. Last year, the City Council voted unanimously not to renew the liquor license because of similar issues. But when the owners reapplied to the state, the Liquor Commission granted a license with some restrictions.